you, we cannot do anything. But even as we come in our own human frailty and weaknesses, we recognize we can do all things through Christ who gives us the strength. And Lord, this morning we want to stand up on your promises that you say nothing good you would withhold from those who walk uprightly. And he said, blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord. Sin is a reproach to any people. Righteousness exalts a nation, and sin is a reproach to any people. So God, this morning we just want to come and bring the nation, even as your word says, the nation is like a drop in the bucket. We are nothing in your eyes. We are nothing. We're like dust and ashes, Lord. And if this morning we come again, Lord, to give you thanks for all that you have brought us through. And God, we pray that you continue to lead us. I pray for those at the helm, Lord, those who are in charge of the governance of this country, the ruling government, the opposition, Lord, we bring every one of them to you, Lord. And even as you always encourage us in your word to say, pray for men, for those in authority, that they will lead well, and that, God, we as the citizens of this nation will be able to enjoy peace and prosperity. And we thank you because we can say, Lord, we are a peaceful people. We are loving people, despite, who we are, Lord, you know our hearts. And God, we pray, we thank you for the peace that we were able to experience and the peace that we will continue to experience as we lift them up to you, Lord, that you direct them. Lord, you would give them the spirit of discernment and revelation, Lord, even as they seek, they make changes to policies. They'll have so many things to look at going forward. We pray for that, God, except you lead, we will not be led. Lord, he said, if you don't watch the city, we watch in vain. And God, we are praying that we will be the watchmen and watchwomen of this city, God, in this beautiful nation. Oh, God, we pray that you would lead, you would direct. And God, under your mighty hand, we'll move forward, we'll advance. And as one people, we'll work together in unity, in love, and in harmony, oh God, this morning. I pray for everyone from the one to the highest, in the state to the lowest one, although all men are equal in your sight, but that your people put people in positions, and every position that is in every school, every organization, every NGO, every government, the judiciary, everything, the legislature, everything that make up our country this morning, those at the helm, oh God, I pray for them that you will lead them well, you will help them to work together for the common good. You will help them not to withhold good when it is in their power to give good. And, Lord, that everything will be done with fairness and equity so all our citizens and in our trial and state can benefit, oh God. Father God, we continue to ask for you to fortify our borders, protect us going out and coming in. Lord, defend us. We come against every powers of darkness, everything that will try to filtrate our culture and our country, Lord. Even as we look at what happened in Grenville this weekend, Lord, we call in culture and other things. We didn't start out on a good foot, oh God, and I continue to pray for our nation that we'll have peace, we'll have love and harmony, Lord. Pray for these families who are affected by that murder there, Lord, and so many trappings and things that took place over the weekend, oh God. I continue to pray, Lord Jesus, that you would help us to look to you. Help us to look to you, to you for safety and for security, not in the things of this world, because all these things will one day pass, Lord, but what is done for you will last. We pray for our Prime Minister and his delegation that in Suriname, Lord, at the conference there. Pray for your protection over them. We pray for them as they return on Wednesday, Lord. You will bring them home safely. And all those who traveling in and out, Lord, even on vacations and other forms of things that will be happening, Lord. We pray that your blessing, pray that you give us a blessed and productive day, Lord, and cover us under your blood from the north, the south, the east, the west of our child and state, Lord. We pray that your protection, and we give you thanks and praise for what you're going to do. In Jesus' lovely name, with thanksgiving, I pray. Amen and amen.
Amen and good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
I'm blessed.
Great.
Uh-huh. And you?
Ade.
You there already? You there? Say blessed.
Ade.
Say blessed. You
the,
not say you're blessed?
the guy know that.
Huh?
The guy what give him blessing know who he bless it. So I'll just say that again. The guy know that. The guy know what's going on.
Is everything good?
I know I wouldn't say everything is good, but I'm there.
Okay.
Ade man.
Mm-hmm.
Terry!
Gone.
Gone
Going
again?
up to the heights. You can
I've,
hear it, you listen to you.
hold on. I wonder. Next thing, Cherry getting ready for the legalize the thing. I find something. I find Terry getting ready for that shit.
You want to talk to him about that?
Yeah, I find Terry wants to know something I don't know, so Terry preparing ground. All right, so take care, my day.
Yeah.
And I got your message and I replied. You saw that,
Yeah.
right?
I, I,
Good.
I sent out message to person, so they are waiting on the response. Okay.
Yeah, man. It will be filled, man. It will be filled.
Yeah.
I think it will be.
Yeah.
Rodney is a good guy too. Yeah, yeah.
And
Anyway,
all listen. Yeah.
take care of yourself.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye now. Good.
Yeah.
11 after 7. 7-Eleven. Oh, yeah? What would I give to be able to walk into a 7-Eleven store right now? New York City! Can you dig it? What did I just do? Yeah. See this guy, Andrew Donald? You guys better be careful of this guy.
Where you go? Where you walk? What you say?
Yeah, careful of this guy.
Where you go? Where you walk? What you say?
Can you dig it? Yeah, with no drumsticks now. She always say I always put things in her place and don't leave her time for her. Leaving the time now. Let's see what happens. Bonaparte, good morning to you. How you doing? Belfon. Carol, that is Belfon, and Ephraim. Yeah. Is Mr. Zico? Zico? Yeah, Zico, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, Andre, do that. See, Andre does a lot of things and he doesn't really go out and tell people that, oh, I've done this and I've done that. He just does them and wait for people to react. Because people just love to react. Yeah. They just love to react. I'm going through social media now. Facebook for the morning. You know, interestingly, I didn't touch social media yesterday. Nah. Decided I was going to yeah. So I'm looking now, you know, I like to say things. I want to ban myself, but I don't know if I can stick to the ban. But I want to ban myself from social media. Yeah, I want to ban myself from social media. I can't understand some people. One of the things I try to gather is this, yeah? And I say this one straight up. I know people say about who vex. I ain't got time for that. But I ask this question. As a journalist, yeah, what is your responsibility? And that might be something we could have discussion on as we go through the morning. As a journalist, that's a big question today. What is your responsibility as a journalist? Remember I asked the question, eh? And I really, really want an answer. Let Drumsticks call in and do her scripture reading, and then we'll have the weather. Today's our Tuesday, and then we get into freehand discussion. We're just talking up until 9 o'clock. We get into freehand discussion. It's a free Tuesday. As a journalist, what is your responsibility? I'm not going to give any suggestions. I want you, the people of Grenada, I want you to tell us Because, yeah, I'm a journalist too. I want you to tell us what you believe is our responsibility. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Talk to me, love.
Good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. Salvador, good morning. I'm reading from the Word of God, Psalm 51. Have mercy on me, O God, according to your loving kindness. In your great compassion, blot out my offenses. Wash me through and through from the wickedness and cleanse me from my sin. For I know my transgression, and my sin is ever before me. Against you only have I sinned. I don't want evil in your sight. And so you are justified when you speak, and upright in your judgment. Indeed, I have been wicked from my birth, a sinner from my mother's womb. Behold, you look for truth deep within me, and will make me understand wisdom. This is the end of the scripture reading.
And thank you so very much. How are you this morning?
I'm good.
Okay, when you see
great.
when you see Tamika, tell her hello for me. Give her a big hug and a kiss for me. Can you do that?
Yeah, I will.
All right. And where's Olive? Olive, I miss you. Olive? No. Olive, I miss you. How could you do that? Okay, I hear you. But you okay? Yeah. Okay. Drumstick.
Yes.
How is Alva?
Alva is all right.
Please give her my love, yeah?
I will.
Okay, then take care.
Have a nice day.
You too, my love. Good.
Bye.
Why am I laughing? No. I like to laugh sometimes. It's a nice feeling. Yeah, it's a beautiful feeling to laugh. You better believe that.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at here, basically a whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere. The Grenlec mobile app. Download for 24/7 access.
Who wants to save 30%? Everybody! Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the most reliable fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, it only gets better. Terms and conditions apply.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent. Perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines. Yet suitable for your hand wash. Soft on your hands. Ozone disinfectant cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness, keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents, soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
As we continue the morning time on Real 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. Time to say good morning to Andre Charles at the Mars Bishop International Airport Meteorological Office. Good morning, Dre.
Good morning to you and the listeners of Real FM. And here's weather for today, Tuesday the 5th July 2022. Currently, the weather point for Lane is partly cloudy. Winds are from the east at 13 miles per hour. Barometric pressure, 14.2 millibars. That's above normal and rising. Present temperature 27 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 84%. Yesterday's maximum temperature 30.5 degrees Celsius. Last night's minimum 25.9 degrees Celsius. No rainfall was recorded over the past 24 hours. Hence, the total for the month remains at 14.1 millimeters. Now to have a look at the forecast. Val for today and tonight. Today we expect some partly cloudy to cloudy conditions with light to moderate showers and possible isolated thunderstorm. Improvement is expected during the afternoon. There's a possibility of flash floods in areas so prone. Maximum temperature 29.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting higher with showers. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Tides will be high at 7:30 a.m. and low at 2 p.m. Sunset today at 6:36, rises more at 5:48. Just a repeat of the forecast, Val for today and tonight. Partly cloudy to cloudy with light to moderate showers and possible isolated thunderstorm. Improvement is expected during the afternoon, and there's a possibility of flash floods in areas so prone. I'm Andre Charles, reporting for the Met Office. Thank you.
Thank you, Dre, and have a wonderful day, my brother.
Thanks, and same to you.
Okay, great. Bye-bye. 23 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour, and you're listening to the latest weather as you got it from the Mars Bishop International Airport. Andre Charles representing them this morning. Good morning.
When you're moving,
Come to that voice, boy. That voice just kicking.
direction you're going, you gotta be careful.
If you live in PD Martini, good morning to you. If you live in Grenada, good morning. Well, no. Hold on, Andre. Don't get yourself twisted. Arrange your thoughts. If you live in Grenada, good morning. Yeah. Carriacou, PD Martinique dependencies. Top of the morning to you guys. You know, somebody met me in the street. Was it yesterday? Or the day before yesterday? Somebody met me and said, no, it was Saturday. And said, Andre, please remember, Grenada has two dependencies. Carriacou and PD Martinique. I'm like, what are you talking about? He says, just remember that. It didn't click on me not until about an hour or two afterwards what the guy was really saying. And I'm like, you know what, boy, Andre, just don't get involved in this thing, yeah.
It's only a disguise.
Nah, that make no sense, man.
You gotta be careful.
Yeah. No. To me, I tell you what, because a lot of people would, okay, let me put it this way. We know, or the people know what is Calypso. If you know that saying it that way is incorrect, realize that for eons, I've been saying to you, I have been saying to you, and another brother who transitioned, not accused, but he informed politicians that this will one day come back to haunt you. And now it's haunting all of us. Because we continue to say, straight up, we continue to say Grenada, Carriacou, and Piedmont. We continue to say that. And I was always saying, Grenada, there's no place in the world. And there were some folks from Carriacou who got upset with me at one point in time, and after I sat with them and we talked and talked, then they understood. But there is no place in the world known as Grenada, Carriacou, and Piedmont, except by us. Now, and we know that was wrong, eh? We know that was wrong. Well, now, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell has turned it around. Piedmont, Carriacou, Grenada. It is still wrong. You understand? It was wrong when we said Grenada, Carriacou, and Piedmont. When he turned it around and Piedmont, Carriacou, and Grenada, it is still wrong. Both are wrong. Leslie Pear was correct when he said that will come back to haunt us. And that's what's happening right now. Because whereas we may believe that Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell is wrong, guess what? Every single person who would have said Grenada, Carriacou, and Piedmont before, they're wrong too. Like it or not. Both of them wrong. Who is right? Andre. I always say Grenada. Dependencies, Carriacou, and Piedmont. Check it out. Trinidad Tobago. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. They know St. Vincent and Bequia and Mostique and Canawan and Union Island and what? They know that. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. If we wanted that, now that's what the trick is, you know. If we wanted that, we would have started to make the change, or we'd have made the changes since, what's his brother's name? Kaisonian. Tick, Kaisonian from Outer Carriacou. Sugar Patch. That's him. Don't know where he is now. Don't know where he is now. But Sugar Patch, he said, early up, put me name on the passcode cover. I want in you. Put me name on the... I'm going to try to find that song somewhere. I'll find a copy of that song somewhere. Put we name on the passport cover. Sugar Patch. We have done that somewhere back in the... Was it the early 80s? Or could have been the 70s? I don't think it was the 70s. It had to be the 80s. Sugar Patch did that song. We did not take notice then. No, we didn't. We did not take notice then. We trivialize it. Now check this out. We continue to say Grenada, Carriacou, Piedmont. Dr. Keith Mitchell, realizing the importance of such, he decided, you know what, this is going to be part of our referendum, of our changes that we're going to do so and propose. So let us vote for this. Not vote for it once, but he tried twice. And still, we refused. Still, we refused. Both occasions. We refused to put Carriacou and Piedmont on the cover of the passport. We refused. We said no. Carriacou, Piedmont people listen. Listen and listen up. We said no. Even you in Carriacou voted against it. You did not want your name on the passport cover. So anybody could put it anyhow they want. They could put it Ailarun, Ailikai, Latant, London Bridge, California Island. They could put it anyhow they want. Because we refused to take the lead. We, the people, we refused to take the lead. So that is why Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, boss, say it anyhow you want it. Doesn't mean that I agree, but we allow it. Because if we had done what we needed to do before you and your party won the elections, then we wouldn't have had a problem. You understand? So Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, boss, man, list all them pieces of rock outside and call it how you want it, however you want to do, and how you want to call it your business. You understand? Seriously, it's your business. Who want to vex you tonight? Their business. Don't bother. Just remember when you go to the United Nations, and you're addressing them, remember you have to say great, eh? Okay, if you say the other way around, then people won't understand. They might laugh us. So I don't want nobody laughing me. Good night and good morning.
Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk? Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk?
Yeah, I see the guy. I see the guy is there. Morning, guy. Coming to you in a minute, guy. But let me just deal with something right here, guy. Somebody, and I want to read something, and then I'm going to make a statement. Let me read this. It says here, Andre, have you ever remember in our history where a prime minister gets into office one day after he wins an election, giving the outgoing leader little or no time to clear his office? All right, let me answer this here. A government going into elections, all, meaning all senators, parliamentary secretaries, ministers of state, MPs, including the prime minister, all, you clear your office. You clear your office. If you win, you bring back your things and them in the office that you want. If you don't win, you don't have to go back in every place and nothing. Do you understand? So, Mr. Belfon, when the NDC won the elections, to me and you, it's not a situation whereby they have to give the prime minister time to clear, or the outgoing prime minister time to clear his office. No. What Dr. Mitchell would have done is clear his office. And he's big enough to understand and to know that. Nobody had to read and spell that for him. He knows. Clear office. We do not have a situation like the United States. Now, you know what? We just do some make noise about all kind of thing. The US does have debate. The US does do this. None of you saying that the American elections is in what, November of the year, and the swearing in doesn't take place until January of the next year? None of you saying that. None of you saying, let us have that period of transition like them. No, you're not saying that. But you're saying, let we debate, let we do this like the Americans. Why you didn't say let we have transition like them too? Man, all they are just fret me and all that thing, you know. I doesn't really want to do some thing, you know, because my blood pressure and thing, I scared for it. Somebody's saying here, I want to know what was Callistra Faria's true motive with her apparent disrespect of Dr. Mitchell. You asking me that? If Ice can't show her husband then? Is she child? How gonna know that? Call WPG10. That where she working? Call them, ask them for she number and ask her that question. Peter's asking me. Why I look like? Me and Kalisha sleeping in the same house? Don't ask me that kind of question. Alright. Anyway, let me do some include the guy in my conversation this morning. The guy, the big guy. Morning.
Yo. How you doing?
Where you living though, Baba? You're a Baba by where you living. Baba dead.
I don't find all the Baba yet. You know?
Yeah, the Baba dead, man. Baba in your neck of the woods, the Baba dead.
Maybe. I see sometime 2 days ago I'm going on a fact finding mission and to find out the Baba. But the last thing you were saying about the transition, it's something we have to we have to understand. In a lot of things we're trying to Americanize. And not only Americanize, but even in Jamaica, when Portia Simpson lost, even the security detail, the police officers work with and stayed around for more than 3 months. And here, it's always a rush to say, well, I am the boss. You win, the people speak. So everybody know who is the government or the day. So you ought not muscle people to prove you is the government, everybody know. And I find too often we as a people will sing and I'll say something here now and I ain't go take it back. But it amazes me, Andre Donald, that we claim we from a Christian country, Christian background. We claim we love the Ancient of Days, we love God, God is love. And Jesus come to save us and to forgive and forget. And the same set of people, if you look and you listen to them and you see their profiles and the conversation, they love God and God is good all the time God is good. But the same set of people hate Kit Mitchell. I don't know how this thing working out. And yesterday, the swearing in of the opposition. It's like I ask myself, what more does these people want? They won. The people spoke. They give you the mandate. So it's your turn to govern, but you're still trying to beat up on words that used by Dr. Kit Mitchell. To me, I just don't get it, Andre. The same set of people who love God and they tell you God is love and forsake everything and follow God because you have a good hereafter. They come and they preaching all kind of things to you. Love your neighbor as yourself and all kind of things. But the same set of people cannot contain the hatred for Dr. Mitchell. I don't understand. So I don't know if this religion thing, in my view, and denomination thing, or this Christianity talk is just talk of convenience or talk of hypocrisy. And that is something which we as agrarian people has to understand all the time when the new National Party was around. You don't hear these people talking about let's push the country forward, let's build the country. All of a sudden now, you're beating up on the same set of people, but at the same time you're saying, come, let's build the country. Utter hypocrisy. And I'm not saying that out of no emotion, I'm just saying that based on observation. And as it relates again, you spoke about how we want to style. Based on the laws of Grenada, which the referendum would have addressed, it is the state of Grenada. Because even when you go in parliament and you're trying to think money bills and you go have a lot of that because everybody has to get paid. The pension has to be paid, the imanis and so on have to be permanently paid, and money bills would be going through parliament. And it would not be, the money bills would not be addressed to Petty Matnick, Carrico and Grenada. It would be for the state to provide for the state of Grenada. And sometimes in electioneering, yes, we put we own little things to it. We put we catchy phrase. But at the end of the day, for a group of people who always claim for transparency, good governance, and law, we cannot chip away at the fabric of the development when you was the one who went all about up and down the same place and say vote no. No, that is something we should understand, and it's not about against any person. That's fact. There were two occasions to include the same dependencies, and for some reason, one group of people saw it fit not to make it happen, and so they agreed, in my view, by saying no to remain the state of Grenada, and that is something we ought to understand. And it's not here about politics or color. It's just about the facts. So moving forward, we as a people ought to recognize that all of us has the same rights on this rocky country. Whether in government or out of government, the same right is extended to all. So we ought not to try cheap thing and treat we same people like we are not people. And at the same time, embracing the whole thing out, we want to take Grenada forward. Taking Grenada forward is not a mantra or a talk or a slogan, Andrea. Taking Grenada forward is putting in the hard yards, healing the people, because this election process was a brutal one. Brutal indeed. And efforts ought to be made to heal the nation. And the hatred extended to people in this country by people who claim they love the Ancient of Days. When you watch their posting, when you hear the utterances of the Ancient of Days, a man who they cannot see but only believe exists, and the hatred for a man they could see, you have to know this thing is hypocrisy. And I look at that and it amazes me how the same set of people could dress on Saturday and Sunday and say they're going and praise a God, a risen Savior, a God they cannot see, and the same set of people hate a man they could see. That does not reconcile with me. And they still continue to push fear and guilt. They don't stop pushing fear and guilt. And anybody what this all would agree, these people still continue to push fear and guilt. And if you claim you are Christian people and you claim you know all of the workings of the Ancient of Days, and you could tell me all how we do, and you're using the same Ancient of Days phenomenon, see, he that caused what to happen. Yes, I agree, he allows to happen. But you cannot love him on one side of your mouth, and your brother, you see him, you hate him. That can't work. Because when the Ancient of Days would return as they preach, he would ask them, why did you hate me? And they go say, no, we didn't hate you, we love you. And then he go point out to them who they hate, and they go say, we didn't know. And if you don't do it to the least of my brother, and the Ancient of Days say, when you do it to the least of my brother, that is the litmus test. That is the acid test of our people, and not just trying to say how we love God and you're seeing man and you're hating man. You're preaching all kind of hate towards man, and then you go in and say you love God. But God have a way of dealing with that. You see, if my people who are called by my name, unless they don't sanitize themselves. They need to sanitize
Good
themselves.
morning. Good morning. You've gotten it off your chest. Now we can reason. Yeah, I see you looking 10 pounds lighter. That was really on your chest. Now you start to smile and you're beaming. And as they say, what? You're glowing, man. You're glowing. The glow
But I
of
have
Grenada.
all reasons to grow, you know.
Okay, I'm
When you
listening.
take yourself out of a toxic environment where hate is being spewed, you have no other choice but to glow.
I always say to you that you speak in a language that not everybody can understand. So I always say to you You must speak so that people can understand. I know that there
Well,
are many who.
I am out of state. I am not in any of the dependencies of Grenada.
Oh, that is
I'm in,
your way of saying. That is your way of saying. Well, you could just say, "Yo, Jay, I'm out of state, so I'm feeling good," and that is it. Yeah. You have to go in
Jay,
this long, long, long talking.
Jay,
What
you
the
have a lot
heck
of,
is that?
contrary to what you believe, a lot of people understand when I speak because they just tell me.
I'm not saying a lot of people don't understand. I said not everyone does. And on this
Well,
program, it is the main thing on this program. So when people go away after listening to the program, they have no doubts in their mind as to what they would have heard.
okay, $100. So put it frank and plain. The people ought to know I'm in Union Island present. So
Oh, you're in
I'm
Union
talking
Island.
I'm talking to you from Union Island.
So I mean, you are you traversing through the islands, like going up, and sooner or later, you by the time that's why you're not shaving. So by the time you get to Jamaica, you have beard and you are
Yeah,
locks.
yeah. My view is to visit as much of the islands in the region within the next couple of months.
Ah, so you will not be coming back to Grenada anytime soon? Is that what you're saying?
If it warrants that I come back, issues may arise where I have to return. But it's not my intention to return soonest.
Wow. You gotta be careful, Andre. You gotta be careful. You just lost your bridging.
Nah,
Woo.
that's one thing. And when I say issues may arrive where I need to return, any day Andre Donald need me that much I return.
Say that again?
Any day Andre Donald needs me, I'll return.
Well, hey, today, let me see you go from that chair.
Stop that. Stop that.
Oh, stop. Oh, you just said it. You just said it.
You know today is not a practical day. Let's
Well,
just as
how
you
could
say,
I know
people must
that?
understand.
You say any day. You said it. I didn't.
I still hold to that. I put and the proviso is not today.
Oh, it's not today. Okay.
So how have you been, bro?
That's a good question. So people know that I have not seen you for a while. Brilliant question. I've been okay. I've been okay. Bit challenging, of course, as you know, life is a challenge. But I've been okay.
But Andre
You know,
Donald, what is it?
to me, the sports happening. We our guy Anderson Peters in his last
Yeah,
outing, he won goal again, and
yes.
that's good. I mean, Anderson is just at he has peaked, and World Championships is when, Carl.
I think it's a matter of 2 or 3 weeks away.
And I'm just hoping that he remains at that peak.
Let's hope he's not at his zenith.
Yeah.
Because when you
Yeah,
choose zenith, there's only one way to go.
he's done. Yeah. But Anderson Peters is really doing well.
No,
Karani
he's
James,
he's doing us proud.
yeah, Karani James continues to remain thereabouts.
Being
You know,
very
he's having
consistent.
he's very consistent right now, so that's great. Great news. The females I've not really been following that much, but I did check on a female yesterday, Carl, when I heard that Shivnarine Chandapal was given the job as the U.S.
The head coach,
head coach for the U.S. both the
senior and under 19s.
on the 19. So I googled that. I googled, of course, and came upon the makeup of the
USA's.
U.S. team. Carl, there's only one Caucasian in there, and by looking at the others, they're all sisters from the Indian tribe. Or let me say, because okay, you can't tell the difference between Indian and Pakistanis by looking at them. So they're from the Asian continent.
Subcontinent.
Save one melanin. Well, they have melanin too, but one sister from Africa. One sister from Africa, Carl. Everybody else on the U.S. national team. And it is very interesting. The name of the young lady whose ancestors are from Africa is Holly Charles. That's the name of the.
Okay.
Yeah. And Carl, I know her. I got you there. I know her.
And I was just waiting.
Yeah, I know her. I know her. She, as a matter of fact, where her father comes from, I can go outside of the station where the station is right now and throw a stone on the roof of the home where the father came from.
So he's literally a stone throw away.
He is literally a stone throw away. He, as a matter of fact, in the back street, Carl, the back street, that's where the father comes from. And his business place and dwelling home is just up the street from us it's the building just before where the police station is at. That building right there?
Yeah.
Belongs to her father. Father's name is Patrick Charles. Yeah. Her mother, oh boy, what's her mother's name? I forgot, but her mother is from Shantimel.
Okay.
Yeah. And she went to McDonald College, so Mr. Carl Andel will know her very well. She went to McDonald College. She represented Grenada at Crifter Games, I believe, won medals in the field event. She was a field event specialist. Good at javelin, good at discus, good at shot put. She's a big girl. But her father was the one who coached her in relation to cricket because her brother used to play cricket.
I knew when he used to be coaching in the McDonald College area, right. The pastor. They used to be going up there every afternoon. That time I was attached to Sortes,
Right. So the father coached her.
He used to always be up there getting, even guys used to be bowling at her and so on.
Yeah. And she became a very decent all-rounder. Pretty nippy with some medium pace. And I will put it fast medium, not medium on the slow side. She's not a medium like your boy. What's his name again? The one who got the century the other day.
Mears?
Yeah, she's a tad quicker than Mears is.
Watch. Them men and them tell you, Mears hit the bat hard than Roach and them.
Well, let's leave Mears there for the time being. We're talking about Holly Charles now. So Holly is a member of the U.S. team. All right? And we should not only feel proud in Grenada that she has gotten to that level, because definitely if she had stayed in Grenada, she would have gotten onto the Grenada team, Windwards and West Indies. Definitely, she was destined for that because of her ability in cricket. Now she's gotten onto the United States team. While we holler for her because her name is Holly, so we hollering for Holly, we must also be proud of and remember that she is the only
melanin.
No, there are other melanin Indian sisters and well, Asian sisters who got melanin too. She's the only one from Africa on that team. And that is great.
The only one full parents that came on the boat?
Yes, that boat that came here. And the thing about it, she came from Africa to Grenada to the U.S. team. Wow, that was good. So congratulations to Holly. I think she's been on the team maybe about a couple of years, maybe 1 or 2 years. It's possible. But congratulations to her. And imagine she's going to be influenced in cricket going forward by none other than Shivnarine Chandapal, the crab. I call him the crab.
I'm happy for him too, you know.
Well, of course. But remember that while he is the coach for them, he's also the coach for the Jamaican Talawas, eh?
Yeah, well, like in CPL.
CPL. So he's coaching that, and I think he has responsibility for something else as a coach. So he's probably working his way well into the whole coaching thing. You never know.
I think he was a consult. I think he was a consultant, one of the batting consultants for West Indies too.
That is true. That is true. So you never know. Maybe in a couple of years you might hear Shivnarine Chanderpaul, aka Tiger, aka the Crab, being the coach of the West Indies team. Maybe he's working his way towards that call.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. So that be that. When Gary Sobers did that 6 sixes in an over, right, Carl? It was, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it in a test match?
No, it was in a county game.
It was in a county game.
Yeah.
Okay. So I see that your good friend Stuart Broad got hammered by your new Pakistani fan. Well, not fan, but fined, because that captain of Pakistan is something that is being talked about.
India.
Yeah, he's been talked about now as new kid on the block.
No, but Jasprit Bumrah is one of the leading fast bowlers in world cricketing.
Yeah.
He has one of the better cricketing brain around fast bowlers. Although it seems like they go lose the test match still.
Okay.
But yeah, to me, he had some fortune go his way, which is good. But those things happen. Records are there to be broken.
Carl, just check back quickly. You know, there's something that we missed. I'm wondering here, and I need to do so and double check, Carl. If Holly Charles is not the only person from the Caribbean on the US team.
It could be.
Because
on the men's side, more Caribbean, it does have more Caribbean players on the men's side. You are like Keith Semple and them others who played cricket down here and migrated. But I think on the women's side, more Asian, more people from the subcontinent that usually play.
So that's a good thing too for Holly.
Yeah, well, it's a breakthrough.
Barrier.
It's like breaking the glass. It's like breaking the glass ceiling. So that would encourage more people of her type to get into it.
Right. So now we have touched on cricket, female cricket like that. Let's touch a bit quickly, Carl, on the male end and look at the performance of the West Indies over the past couple of weeks. Whitewashing Bangladesh. What do you think of that?
Well, in my view, they had to win emphatically. Any other thing than beating Bangladesh emphatically would have not been right. Because within the whole depth of the cricket, there's some improvement in the team. What you have happening in the team now, there are some players who are in the squad, but they are not in the playing 11. So what that happened, those in the playing 11 have to perform. They have to perform. Competition lends to men performing. And then the role my boy Kyle Mayers has been given is that in the early part of his career, because he came in against the same Bangladesh and made that match, winning 200 double century. I always believe number 3 and 4 is not a position for him. 6, 7, 5, and he could have a Adam Gilchrist effect. If when he comes in, the team is 97 for 5, he could play his own game and take us out of trouble. If when he comes in, we are 200 or 300 for 5, he could just add pressure and put scoreboard pressure on the people. So he has found his place. And he has what you call a knack for taking wicket because it's a golden arm. So, like when you're in a tough thing, throwing the ball to him, 90% of the time you get your wicket. So then, well, the captain is who he is.
But before you go on, Carl, we must do some and underline the fact, and this is quite interesting, is that Kyle Mayers is Bajan, but he
Yeah,
plays
for the windward.
for the Windwards. Now, what is startling is that people and you know I listen to things that a lot of people don't listen to, a lot of people don't hear. And Carl, I have no choice but to listen to the commentary because I'm stuck in studios for most of the commentary. And when you hear the commentators, Carl, especially the Bajan commentators, the forward that Kyle would have gotten if he was playing for Barbados, he doesn't get it playing for the Windwards.
No,
It's almost like if he's an outcast. And because of that, you find that other commentators, and I'll come to the commentators in a while, but other commentators, they take their lead from what the Bajans say. And because of that, you find that Kyle doesn't really get the forward that he has to get. Do you agree with my statement? If you don't, then tell me.
100%, 100%. The same thing used to happen to Shane Julian. But I think he had Grenadian roots or born in Grenada, but he spent a lot of time in Barbados. He even played for Barbados.
It was Grenadian.
And if you go in Barbados and you have a conversation on cricket, the level they hold Shane Julian at, because he don't play whole career for Barbados, in the commentators never give him that forward. And same thing happened to Kyle. Because Kyle Mayers has been one of the best performers for West Indies in recent times.
Okay.
Since his debut against the same Bangladesh when he made 201 at Test match. And he has all his performances against England recently. He's always thereabouts. And what is instructive to note, Andre, we played 3 Test matches against England. And only one Kyle Mayers played in it. The one in Grenada, and you could see the performance from him then. So he's an integral part of the whole process. But what is instructive to note, in the contract, retainer contract, West Indies, my boy Rakim Khanwal, they leave him out. So I don't know what's going on with Rakim Khanwal and West Indies.
Maybe he's not available.
Nah, man, they choose who
Have
they
you
want and they
thought
leave
that?
out. They leave out Darren Bravo too and some boss there.
Maybe these people are not available.
No,
Because
Rakim
they are how do you know that?
Because same information throughout the region as to people questioning why they don't have Rakim on retainer. It seems like the lead selector has an issue with Rakim.
Do you believe Desi?
And there's an issue. Yeah, there's an issue brewing between the guy from Trinidad, Evan Lewis, and the chairman of selectors, because the chairman of selectors made some pronouncement as it relates to Evan Lewis and fitness training, and Evan has come out and said there's 2 sides to the story, and Evan gonna he will tell the whole story for people to understand. So I don't know if it's a Chris Gill fiasco over again.
So when we thought that it was peace and safety by the adding of Desi Haynes as chairman of selectors, it looks like sudden destruction maybe ahead of us.
Yeah, and there's issues with Hetmeyer too. Because Hetmeyer was in the IPL. He left the IPL, he went back to Guyana for the birth of his child. He went back and finished the IPL, and soon as the IPL finished and West Indies went to the Netherlands, they say he don't fit, I don't know, I don't get it. So I don't know if the IPL franchise is playing unfit players. And Evan Lewis was playing in the IPL too, so I don't know how they playing in the IPL, but West Indies claiming they don't pass the fitness test, so like the IPL playing unfit players, something.
No, maybe that could be the situation with Rakim Khanwal not passing the fitness test.
No, nothing has been mentioned as to fitness with Rakim. It's just that they leave him out, and then now they leave him out on the retainers.
Do you think that he's a fit player?
Yes.
How do you judge fitness?
I judge fitness not only by the physical look, but the mental application. And anytime he play, he's mentally in tune. Those catches and them, he does taking his slips and others, you have to be mentally in tune. And you have a lot of fit players or those who they claim to be fit, does dropping a lot of them catches on them. Mentally. And that is something out a lot of our West Indian players. They look good for 30, 35 runs. And then ball of no merit, they go out. Because mentally they switch off. So fitness is only out not physical, but the mental aspect of the game. And I think that is one of the problems with Darren Bravo too. Like when he toes, he don't get homesick. That is what happened to Marcus Trisafik. They can't be away from the comfort zone. It's like a problem.
All right, Carl. So England has just defeated India.
Yeah, Joe Root and the guy, Jimmy Bristol century again. He make that 2 centuries in the game.
Yeah, he centured again. So India batting 416 and 245. England 284 and 378 for 3.
But with the addition of McCallum in the England team and the new captain Stokes, in there, the England team is playing a different, bold brand of cricket, different to the dreary one they used to play. And what is instructive to note, the coach and the captain, they are both New Zealanders by birth.
Okay.
Stokes is born in New Zealand, but he playing for England, and McCallum is a New Zealand guy. And McCallum does play a brand brash. He reminds me of the West Indies type of in the heyday. Never die, go out. And England has improved in since they changed the captaincy. They play now, they dive four tests on the bombs, they win.
Yeah, when you look at it, Carl, with India scoring what, 416 runs in the first inning?
Yeah.
And England only getting 284? That's a lot of lead.
137, but what you find happening, the Indian team is not playing the best cricket as it is. Albeit injury has robbed the captain and the vice captain. Both of them one had COVID and one had some hamstring. So they lose 2 of the better players. And then remember when India batted first, Jadeja and Pant made 140 something and Jadeja a century. So the batting is suspect. So albeit they make 400, but it was largely down to 2 individuals. And then Jasprit break the record on Brad. But the second inning, they failed to capitalize. And with the wicket, Edgbaston getting better. It's a wicket now. After a weather the first 2 days, it has become a batting paradise. So chasing down big scores is not difficult.
So deserving victory by the English.
Yes.
Where do they go to next? Do you know?
I think the Ashes is sometime not fine. The Ashes might be this year.
We have 3 one-day internationals to be played in Guyana.
Yeah, when it's starting?
Thursday, I think. Let me do some double check. I can tell you. Thursday, yes, the 7th. It starts on Thursday. So that means there's a match on Thursday, none on Friday, and there'll be one on Saturday, and then maybe Sunday or Monday. I'd have to, hold on. Where's my phone call? Did you take it? Okay, here it is. See? I got it. I thought you went with it too, so my phone would have gone touring with you. Okay. Let's look at something here that was sent to me. Okay. Somebody telling me that they can't find the live. Let me just tell them YouTube, lady. All right, good. So I dealt with that. Okay. Somebody says, big him up for me. Do you know any of your friends who would say that?
Nah, I don't know.
Rahaman?
Oh, me ride or die?
You're right or die. He's listening. That's why you say big you up. He's listening.
Yeah, but and since I come up here, I don't contact him too, you know.
That's not good. That's not good. And that is one of your biggest faults. I didn't want to raise it, but you've raised it. That's one of your biggest faults, in that you don't reach out to your ride or dies. You don't reach out. You have to stop that. And yes, I am telling you in the public, so the public knows. You need to stop that. Or you will lose your friends. Go on, I'm listening.
Boy, when licks is due to me, I take it gracefully. I don't fight it. I don't make excuses. I have to do better, and I agree to that. It is what it is. Why are you looking for it, Dre? You did for the cricket?
Guyana. The first one day is... Oh no, Carl.
What?
This is not fair to black people children.
What happened?
Carl, the one days, the first one is on July the 10th. No. Sorry. The third T20 is in Guyana, and that's going to be on the 6th. So that's Wednesday, the 6th, right? Tomorrow. It starts at 11. Right?
Yeah.
And then the three T20, the three one-day internationals are going to be on the 10th, the 13th, and the 16th. So the 10th is Sunday, the 13th is Wednesday, and the 16th is Saturday. Right?
Okay.
But here's what. They start at 7:30 in the PM.
Oh, no.
So with Guyana being 1 hour behind?
In front.
No. In front?
Yeah.
Jamaica is behind, Guyana is in front. So that's like 6:30 our time.
Yeah.
Carl, you want to switch places with me?
So that means you're having a whole night, almost 20 hours in.
Yeah, well, I have to go from the cricket, because if it starts at 6:30 and everything goes well, that match, because a one-day match takes what, about 8 hours?
Yeah, that I tell you, I was checking 12 and 8, that I tell you 20 hours you'll be up.
Yeah, because so if it starts at 6:30, it would finish around about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, about that.
That's just about time for me to come back to work on Monday morning.
You might have to set up shop on your workplace.
No, I can't. I could never do a morning program without having a shower. I'll be so tied up. You know the song Wrapped Up, Tied Up, Tangled Up, and Enveloped in Jesus? Yeah. I'll be like that. I just couldn't function like that. All right, so
Like when I growing up, and if I go home and I say I'm tired because I grew up with my grandmother, she's saying, go and beat all the tired.
There's something wrong here, Carl. I don't believe that they're going to start the one days at 7:30 p.m. Let me do so and go to the West Indies cricket side, man. Maybe that's Bangladesh time.
Yeah. But if it's day-night, no. That's a funny time. Even though
that's a funny time. Yeah.
Even though they're doing day-night as for the one day, they might start around 2, 3 in the afternoon.
Oh, right. I think I got it right. That is like Bangladesh time because I'm just thinking, nah, that ain't correct. So that's Bangladeshi time. The first match, which is the one on the 10th, yeah.
The T20.
No, the one
ODI.
day in Guyana.
Mm.
So on the let's go Bangladesh, India, Bangladesh. The 10th, Sunday the 10th. The first one starts at 9:30. Yeah, correct now.
Yeah.
9:30 a.m. So that's and that is on Sunday the 10th, and then the other one on Wednesday also starts at 9:30 a.m.
Yeah.
All right, and then the last one is on Saturday, the 16th, 9:30 a.m.
All right.
And then the next set of cricket should be in July. Well, further into this month, we start with One Day Internationals versus India on the 22nd. 22nd,
That'll be a tough.
24th.
That'll be a tough series, eh?
Yeah, with India just coming off of England there, really sharpened. It'll be tough. But so you have
But because the Indians are playing a serious brand of white ball cricket now. They had to beat in white ball cricket.
Yeah.
You have so much of Prince players what does get an opportunity in white ball cricket, so they give you the all. They know that the only cricket they go represent India in.
Right. Let me see. Somebody sent a thing here and says, hi, Andre. Stephen Simon. Good morning to you, sir. Hi, Andre. Morning. How you guys don't speak about our boys in the Premier League players in England? I guess the guy's talking football here. Is that it? Premier. Once you go Premier League. Yeah, go on.
Well, not the set of players what they just bring down and waste time for Grenada down here. May not be lining up in England and come and play for Grenada down here. So we won't know about that. I know about that. I'm not going so far. Yeah, men want to play in no league up there and they just come and play for Grenada. Do that.
I'm not doubting that. I say I don't know. What you jumping at me? You trying to kill the messenger?
No, but how much Premier League players does Grenada have presently?
I don't know.
Well, the person who wrote that, just give us a heads up so we could do the research. Because we don't want to come here and just see what we don't know.
Somebody's saying that they have issues with Rakim's weight. Is that an issue? I don't know.
But Darren Lehman play a full career with the same kind of weight. Shane Warne play a full career with the same kind of weight.
Hold on. Shane Warne was not as big as Rakim Cornwall.
Ranatunga play the same amount of cricket, full career the same amount of weight.
But you said Shane Warne, I'm going on that one.
When Shane Warne came, most of Shane Warne career was on the heavy side.
No, he was not as heavy as that guy.
Because he and Ranatunga used to always have that debate. One used to say who swallow chicken and who swallow goat, kind of thing.
Yeah, but he was not as big as that guy. That's what I'm saying.
Rakim could manage it with, man. Rakim running between the wickets.
I have no doubt about that. But I'm still saying that Shane Warne and Rakim Cornwall, definitely. You can't put them together, Carl. Don't do that.
Why you talking about Ranatunga and Darren Lehman and them? Why only Shane Warne you thinking upon?
But Darren Lehman was not as big as Rakim?
What I mean?
No way. No.
Ranatunga. Didn't tall like Rakim?
You trying? Okay, let me Google Ranatunga. Let me Google that. Hold on. You're always saying Google it, so I'm just gonna Google it right now.
You know, I used to tell Ranatunga he swallow a goat. So, in my view, them guys didn't fit like
He's an Indian, right? Indian cricketer, right?
Sri Lanka. Was Sri Lanka captain. When Sri Lanka won the World Cup, he was the captain. When they used to say Morley pelting the ball, he used to be defending Morley right through.
Did Molly pelt the ball?
They used to say that?
I'm asking you.
In my view, no.
No, Carl. I'm looking at a picture of Ranatunga here. And no, he was on the heavy side, I do admit. But no, definitely not as heavy as Rakim Cornwall. No, no,
Under
no,
that,
no, no, no.
under that, the
No.
misconception of Rakim. Rakim is a big unit. Watch Ranatunga and them stomach as relates to Rakim.
I'm saying
Watch Darren and them stomach. Watch. Rakim is a big guy. That what take
I
him.
am
That
not
what have a lot of people tie up. Rakim is a big man. Rakim maybe nearly 7 feet tall.
I
Rakim is
wonder if
just a
you,
big guy.
I am not, listen, I'm not saying Rakim is not big. I'm not saying he's small. I'm not saying anything. Listen to me carefully, Carl. What I'm saying to you is Ranatunga is not as big as Rakim
You don't tall
Cornwall.
like Rakim. What we talking? The argument here was about fitness. You say
No, no,
they
no, no,
don't
no,
feel
no.
fit.
No, you went on, you took the argument to the, and you started to call Ranatunga and Shane
But
Warne
we talking about we talking about fitness here, man. Fitness. Because you
no,
brought up the fitness
no,
aspect.
yeah, but you brought it, Carl, and let's do so and give each
So
other a
so so
chance to
listen.
speak.
My parallel argument was there's a lot of other players in world cricket, in my view, who we could have looked at and said they was unfit and they play a full career.
Hold on, right? Okay, you made your point. Can I say something now?
Yes.
Good. I read a statement from somebody who said that they had issues with Cornwall's weight. And then you said that, hey, Shane Warne, Ranatunga, and someone else you called 3 players,
Darren man.
right? And you said that these players were bigger than Cornwall. And I said,
I didn't
no,
say I say as big as. I didn't say
as
bigger.
big, okay, as big as Cornwall. And I said, no, because I don't have to Google Shane Warne. I wasn't too sure about Ranatunga, and I Googled him. And definitely, while yes, he's on the big side, I will most definitely agree. But he is not as big as Rakim Cornwall.
Yeah, but I feel Rakim Cornwall is getting a wrong rob. Because
Right. No,
every time Rakim play for
you're taking it a different way now, and we have not settled this
yeah,
yet.
but we
As the
settled that. Why the argument? You make your point, you
no,
Google and so on. So why argue over something that is all settled by Google? We agree, you agree there, and it was not as big as Rakim. So what else you want me to say? They're not as big as Rakim, and you prove that. So in conversation, I'm here to learn too, So yes, you prove to me that by googling it and so on. But in terms of performance, I don't know. Everybody has him because certain what I recognize with West Indies cricket, every time a new selection panel come, it just have some players what will just get thing for some reason. Because everybody had their preferences, But they done with Rakim to the point that he not on retainer contract. When you not on retainer contract, that is not a good thing for your career because you have to leave, But I recognize since Desmond Leo Haynes came around, Rakim get shaft one time. And my thing about it, there were a time in West Indies cricket when you have a lot of good players didn't get a chance at West Indies cricket because the players in the team was that good. And one could always appreciate that. But the present construct of the team, the players and them were playing is not that good. to warrant this whole thing with Rakim. When if you check in West Indies victories when he used to be far and wide, Rakim used to always play a serious role, either wickets, late runs, or taking some catches. Even it test when Kyle get a double century, Rakim maybe get around 7 wickets in that same game. And he took some blind, some catches. So to me, in terms of it relates to how he performed, I don't get it.
Per my ignorance, who do you think Rakim Cornwall can replace in the side at present? Per my ignorance.
The guy that comes in and bat number 3, a Bajan guy, if he got batting number 3.
In the test?
He don't learn Bajan.
A Bajan guy who bats at number 3. But Rakim is not a number 3 batsman, is he?
But I tell you, and then I played him before the guy and he spinner Monty or they call the guy.
Okay, but
when
no,
India comes
me 2 here. Let me
when
finish.
India
let me finish. I asked, who do you think he can replace? And you said he could replace the guy who bats at number 3. But is Rakim Cornwall a number 3 batsman?
But I also tell you Monty too, so I'll give you 2.
No, but I'm asking a question here per my ignorance. Is he, meaning Rakim Cornwall, a number 3 batsman?
Well, he does bat in that position for the Leewards.
Carl, is he a number 3 batsman?
Yes,
for the
because
West
he does
Indies?
bat in that position for the Leewards.
Let us look at Monty. Why would you say that he's a better spinner or a better player than Monty to make the team? On what premise?
Because he would add to the batting. He's a better fielder than Monty. And he's a better bowler than Monty.
He's a better all-round fielder in the outfield or just a fielder in the slips? Or forward short leg or backward short leg, thereabouts? Because definitely he's not a better fielder in the outfield than Monty. That is a definite.
He's a better all-around fielder than Monty. He take catches Monty wouldn't take.
I was waiting for you to say that, my brother. I believe that he can catch better in the close proximity of the bat than Monty. He may be a better catcher, but he's definitely not a better fielder than Monty. There's absolutely no doubt about that. And let's put it this way. Somebody just gave us the name. Chester Nurse just gave us the name of the gentleman out of Barbados, Reefer. Reefer is not my favorite cricketer. But I tell you what, if I was to pick a number 3 batsman and I had to choose between Reefer and Rakim Cornwall, I will choose Reefer because his record is better than that of Cornwall.
In what way?
Google it. Google it.
Why is Reefer record?
Google it. I just said that.
Why is Reefer record in test?
I just said Google it.
Reefer have a century in test?
I just said Google it.
Rakim have a better average than Reefer in test? I don't have to Google that.
Well, Rakim would have played more test cricket than Reefer, so you expect him to have a better
average. We're talking about the record.
But Carl, you're rather unforgiving. How can you ask? How can you do so? You're unforgiving, Carl. You cannot compare the two in test cricket because when you look at how long has Reefer been playing and how long has Rakim been playing, there are discrepancies. You have to do so and compare them at the level below test cricket. That's what you have to compare and contrast. You can't compare and contrast them in test when Reefer has just started. That's unfair. That's like comparing Andre Donald to Desmond Haynes. Andre ever play cricket? Only for Wanderers.
Who?
Andre and Carl Caton can be compared when it comes to cricket. I play cricket, I get a game for Wanderers. You play for Grenada, you know? So you can compare both of us. I'll be yourself now, man.
By Rakim Khan will contribute more into the team success than this guy. Rakim will contribute more to the team success than Monty.
I don't know that for a fact.
So both of us argument. If it's that going, we don't know that for a fact. Both of us argument is just an argument.
If you want to put it like that, but I know most definitely if I was to choose between any one of them, i.e. Reefer and i.e. Monty and Rakim Cornwall, and I put three of them there, and I go and look and play Reefer, I will not replace Rakim Cornwall as a batsman. I will not replace Reefer with him. Definitely not. That's out the window. Monty Williams. A toss-up there. Monty Williams. Rakim, Test cricket, he has been playing, so one would say that he has more Test wickets than Monty. Monty has just started. This is his first series, isn't it? Monty Williams, isn't it?
And Rakim outbowled Monty in the recent concluded win of West Indies cricket.
What's
Rakim ended up with the most wicket. Google
What's
that.
Average?
Google
I expected that.
Google how much wicket.
I said you.
As you are Googling, Google the recent concluded West Indies cricket.
What should I Google? What exactly do you want me to Google?
The wicket, the leading wicket taker. And look where Monty is and look where Rakim in as recent as this year.
The leading wicket taker or the list?
Yeah, the list of wicket takers for this year's tournament.
For 2022?
Yeah.
West Indies what?
I don't know what they call the tournament now, but it's the 4-day tournament. I don't know who's the sponsor. Most times the sponsor, the name does attach to the sponsor.
All right, let's see what gives. Hold on. What did I Google wrong? I did not. What did I do wrong? Oh boy. Okay, so let me do it the other way. Talk to me now, man.
Google it, man. Google.
I'm Googling, but we can't just leave it. You want me to Google and leave the radio in silence?
No.
Is that a
I'm
joke?
talking, bro.
No, you just had to talk. You just had to talk. So talk.
Yes,
That's what you're there
bro.
for.
Why you being so agitated, my friend? Don't be so agitated, bro. Every argument is based on opinions. You know. Neither of us could be right or wrong. That is yet to be proven. The jury is out. But we could venture our opinion on situation. So what we're doing is just simply that. In terms of West Indies cricket, because you always find and one thing we cannot get away from, there's always insularity in West Indies cricket. And that has not, just like you, I listened to you speaking on CARICOM issues yesterday, I think. And there's still insularity within CARICOM. Because, look, case in point is, the sunset legislation for Cricket World Cup 2007, in my view, worked well when you entered one state it's like you enter the state of the Caribbean, so you could have moved freely throughout. But as World Cup cricket done, you still every place you go, you still have to check and making unnecessary time. So why he could have worked for World Cup cricket, the sunset legislation, and then as cricket done thing, and then you admitting by the sunset legislation ease up a lot of things within the region. So CARICOM in itself has its own issues to deal with. However, I believe then again we as a people who came across here on the same boat have to recognize what time it is. And just like the United States of America, which tout and boast so much, and having so much millions of persons at our disposal, human capital, who in terms of education and otherwise is right up there with every country in the world. I think we're not making proper use of or what we have at our disposal. And sometimes you get the impression that when we have treaties or when we have CARICOM meeting, after the socializing part of the thing finish, sometimes you wonder what would become of those discussions held. As one person put it, chalk dust, when they don't drink their whiskey, them treaties and them dead already. And just as how even he sang the song about all we have is sea, water, and sand, but we doesn't recognize the strength of other countries in the region. So we always seems to is a pull me down a crab in the barrel mentality. Every country feels I'm the best, so I don't need no other one around us. But if we only recognize united how strong we could be as a region, but sometimes I get the impression that we always trying to outdo each other, divide and rule, the Willie Lynn syndrome competition. So it's something I don't know how we go massage it as CARICOM. Because yes, sometimes the intention is well, sometimes the intention of those meetings might be well, but the implementation or the application of the discussions in those meetings sometimes doesn't bear the fruit. So maybe I'm impatient and I want the fruits now, and maybe it will take a little time to come. But in terms of those treaties treaties of Shagaramas and those other issues as relate. But I just find how the sunset legislation in a very short time work well. So that means you have things what could work in CARICOM.
All right, let's
Not
come back
all
to.
do.
I think I found
Yeah,
out what we're doing here.
yeah.
The player with the most wickets,
Mm-hmm.
Rakim Cornwall, 5 matches, 9 innings, 172 overs, 48 maidens out of that, 494 runs, 23 wickets, best bowling figures, 6 for 45. Economy rate of 2.87.
Monty.
He got 5 wickets twice, and he got a 10 haul one time. Monty, Guyanese, 5 matches, 8 innings, 138.4 overs, 27 maidens. Let's go with 17 wickets. Best bowling 4 for 62. Average of 24.76. Economy rate of 2.37. 5 wicket hauls once.
But one thing I've noticed, Andre, even with that, usually in the 4-day competition, the slow bowlers or spinners generally gets more wicket every time. But I find in recent times, even the haul of wickets start dropping too. Because sometimes the other spinner from Guyana only, he played for West Indies not too long ago.
Just let me point out to you, I believe that what we should have done is close the argument on the Rakim Cornwall and
Yeah, let me close. All right.
yeah, close it instead of you going on to another player again, which would seek to confuse many. So yes, I've read it out, the figures there. Which bowler would you go with? Would it be Rakim or Monty?
Rakim.
Why?
Because I tell you why I go choose Rakim with the proviso, he go give me something with the bat. I told you that I've said that since I start the discussion. My pick with Rakim is a capable bowler, but I know the proviso. He go take some good catches close in and he go give me something with the bat.
You see, what I'm trying to understand here, are you saying that other players like Monty, and I'm no fan of Monty, I don't know much of him, but I'm just asking here, are you saying players like Monty will not be able to come through and give you good catches close to the wicket? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying he wouldn't. Where Hakim has been proven to do that.
But the only reason why
But
Rakim
Andre
has been
Donald, listen
proven
to
to
me.
do
You
that,
asked me.
I'm saying you pause,
No, I don't pause.
you pause, and
I'm
I'm
on my
saying
feet.
to you, the
I'm on my
only
feet.
reason why Rakim has proven is simply this: he's been given the opportunity.
Andre Donald, you asked me why would I pick Rakim? I give you my reasons why.
But I'm just
You
shooting down
asked
your
me.
reason. I'm shooting
You
them
asked
down.
me.
Yes,
You
I
asked me.
agree.
Why would I pick
And I'm shooting
Rakim?
them down.
You can shoot down my reasons for picking him.
Of course I can.
You go talk, but you don't change in my mind as to why I pick him.
I never said I was changing your mind. I'm saying I'm shooting down your reasons.
You don't shooting down my reason. You
shooting them down.
Because
I'm shooting them down.
What you say cannot be proven. You speak in your view. Your view is not a fact.
But the only reason why you have a fact in relation to Rakim is because he's been given the opportunity. Give Monty the opportunity. Rakim is unfit.
Monty played in the series against Bangladesh.
And they won.
How much wicket he take?
I don't know.
Google it.
I don't need to Google it. You know it. Say it.
No. Google it. How much wicket he take?
You know it. Say you know it. I don't know.
How much catches he take close in?
I don't know too. I'm giving you a Nicholas Braffett on that one. I don't know.
All right, so let's move on.
No. Let's move on. I'm saying to you, Carl, and you have to understand, Rakim is unfit. I'll never pick Rakim on a team to play cricket. Never. Are you crazy?
You make a statement earlier on. Andre get a game in cricket, but Carl Keaton played a lot of cricket.
Yes.
You made a statement. Andre, so Andre get a game.
Yes.
So go on. But Carl Keaton played the sport.
Yes, when Carl Keaton, I don't even want to go there, so I'm not going to go
Carl
there.
Keaton played the sport, so Carl Keaton have an appreciation for selection and so on in the sport.
No.
Andre get a game.
No. Andre has a better cricketing brain than Carl Keaton.
When?
No.
You can't even set a cricket field, you're a cricketing brain.
Yeah, you see, go and get. You see, you're starting to get personal now with your comments, and that is so not very nice. How do you know that I can't say? But how do you know? No, stop it. How do you know that I can't set a cricket field? How do you know that?
So when you say Andre Donald have a better cricketing brain than Carl Keaton, that wasn't personal.
No, that's a fact.
What? And I'm trying to test that fact with my parallel argument. Andre Donald does not know the position on cricket field.
You want to bet?
I bet in you.
Okay, so ask me a position and I'll give you the name.
I can ask you a position. We
go
meet in a cricket game.
Ask me a position, and I'll ask me. Describe for me a position. And I'll tell you the name of it. Go on.
Well, I can do that now. I have to show you. I can ask you a position.
No, describe a position. I'm waiting.
I can't describe a position.
Yeah, because you're weak.
I weak?
Yeah.
What is what position comes between backward square on the offside and mid off?
Backward square on the offside?
Yeah.
Backward square.
Hold on. Listen. I want to be clear to you. You have the keeper, you have the slips, you have the goal, you have backward point. Well, backward point. What is the position?
That is what I was wondering when you said backward square. How backward square could be On that side. Backward point. Go on. Backward point and what?
Mid off.
Backward point and mid off. Mid off. That could be the covers. It could be the sweeper, as they call it in modern day cricket. I'm waiting for the next one.
I ain't going to ask you more.
Is it that I'm wrong? Is it that I'm so wrong? Or is it that I've proven that I may know something?
You don't know. You just say maybe the sweeper or maybe the cover.
No, I told you that is the covers, and in modern day cricket they call it the sweeper. That's what they call it.
No, man. I didn't ask you about boundary, you know. I ask you the position.
But I told you. Mr. Belfon is listening, so he maybe can tell me if I'm wrong.
Mr. Belfon,
all the other cricketing pundits, they know that I'm not wrong. Go on. Mr. Belfon, what?
You're just being vague.
Vague? What? Okay. So if I'm vague, what is the position? I'm vague. So what is the position?
You have covers, extra cover. All them kind of things, you just say covers. Extra cover is not the same position as cover. So if you knew what you were saying, you'd have explained that. You would not be vague.
Vague? When I
say about the covers and the sweeper.
Ephraim Belfon says here
because I ask you what is the position.
Rakim is not energetic enough for Test cricket. He in my what? He is. Yeah, okay. So Rakim is not energetic enough for Test cricket. So says your good friend Zico.
That's his view.
Likewise, your view, believing that he's good enough.
Since I started to talk about Rakim, I tell you straight up, that's my view. Since the discussion stopped, I say that's my view. So don't come and try to trivialize what I'm saying, you know. Since we started the discussion, I say here is my view. You ask me why I would pick Rakim. I told you the reasons why I would pick Rakim.
91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. Big call in an argumentative mood on this good-looking Tuesday morning. It's 12 minutes before the top. It's 12 minutes before the top, 9 o'clock.
What's our gate?
Because he's not on island and he knows he can't be locked up. So he's just doing something, going and say, don't worry, Vinci police might come for him. You never know. I probably have some friends in the Vinci police force. Exactly.
But they had to pass through the Cornell before they come in.
Pass through the who?
The Cornell.
All of a sudden you know the Cornell?
I always mention the Cornell. You is the one I don't like when I mention the Cornell. It was from.
Hold on. I have something for you.
Yeah, tell me.
Hold on now. How you taking long? Or you want to just so you just... Hold on. Something for you. Boy. Well. I can't find it now. Whoa, what a pity. If I was able to find it, I would have done so and let it go. Me like it, so that's what I would have done now. But it doesn't look like if I could find it. But nonetheless, I will find it one day. And when I find it, I'll let people know that, hey, I found it. That's what I'll let people know. I'm not even bothering you that you fail me.
Oh, I fail you.
You fail me.
By do arguing what you say about Monty?
No. You start to butter up because you're living in Union Island now. You're buttering up the guy, whatever his name is.
But $100, you know I doesn't suck up, so I don't know why you're trying there.
Now you're sucking up, man. Now you're starting to suck up. Now you're sucking like you
said,
master. What? Look at that.
You said the Vinci police go come for me. And I said they have to pass through the Cornell first, which is a fact. They're not now buttering up. You know how things operate. So don't come and try to do that. You think that way you think that in Green that way junior men making decision what the commission should make? Not up yet.
Oh, all you, this guy gone.
Who go? Who go? Who leave you there and go?
I don't know. I know not.
But Andre
But
Grenada is Andre Dahl, on a serious note, Grenada is a paradise, and people should know that. And people should never take Grenada for granted. Being out here and up here, I could tell you Grenada is a
what's the
paradise.
price? What's the price of a
Cost
pound
of
of sugar?
I don't buy sugar, but I try to buy a Bonzi or the $20. You know
What
them
buns?
kind of the Bonzi I was making in the tin like the bread, like the pan loaf?
It's
$20.
about, it's about, how much for a bun say? About $5
Yeah,
or about
$20.
about not more than $10 for a bun say. I don't think. Maybe somebody, a bakery can call me. Oh, anybody knows a bakery? A number in a bakery? Or some bakers listening?
I went out yesterday with a hornet. I came back with a piece of cheese.
You what?
I came back with, I'm telling you what about, I came back with a piece of cheese.
You went out with what? I didn't hear
A
you.
hornet, 100.
Oh, $100. Okay.
I came back with a piece of cheese.
Again, speak so people will understand. When you say that, people
By,
wonder what you're talking about.
you
Okay.
maybe don't know it's a hornet. They know it's a hornet after Louis. I came back with a piece of cheese. I came back with some chicken wings. A box of orange juice. And I bought $20 credit. And I came back here with about $14 change.
So $20 credit. That's gone. You bought cheese. How much cheese did you buy? You said a piece of cheese.
Yeah, I buy about quarter pound cheese. No, about half pound cheese. Half pound.
How much is half pound cheese anyway?
Well, I didn't even think when the guy gave me the price, I say, well, in Greenland, if I go with 100 and by that time I come back with more than $50.
You come back with more than $50? I
Yeah.
agree. I don't think so.
I'm telling you, man, the cost of when we the Greenland balling on cost of living, we have it nice down there. So we ought not, certain comments here, people talking and trying to draw parallel with other places, and even in the election campaign, I heard parallel draw with up here. These people are majority parallel, not up here. In terms of
go on.
In terms of the looking at Carrico and they saying how Pity Martin Carrico is mentioned because of neglect. If you look at the road condition in Carrico and up here, it's chalk and cheese.
What do you mean? The roads are really good?
Nah, they are not on Carrico Road.
Really?
No.
That's interesting.
So when you hear parallel drawn about up here, because you know a lot of that happened in the pandemic also. When certain person was advocating to come up here and get X, Y, and Z. Andre, the boat I came up from Carrico to here with came up lock, stock, and barrel because like everybody here do their shopping in Carrico. The same place we saying how better than Carrico and so on.
The boat you went up with
from Carrico to Union Island.
What
even
was
gas,
it a passenger boat? Was it a passenger boat? No.
Well, it's a cargo boat, but it takes passengers on.
Oh, a cargo boat that takes passengers, yeah.
It goes down every Monday and Friday to Carrico to bring up goods and so on. Carrico is the main place of thing in it.
What do they buy?
Everything, goods, the gas, pay for vehicle and so on. The man might have about 20, them big, maybe 40 gallons drum of gas, chicken, juice, everything. Like they shop down there too. So when people saying join parallel, I heard it in the campaign. oh, how St. Vincent and the Grenadines and things, so thing. That not my reality coming up here, Andrew. And Andrew, I don't know. When you are time, you must make a time to come, just so observe for yourself. Because sometimes people just feel people trying to think. And like I tell you, we have it nice down there, Andre. So, it's like, damn, people talking about, oh, check your neighbor up there and see how they advance. Us do. I tell you, if they were so advanced more than us, why they doing all this shopping in down there? I tell you, the boat came up full gas, boxes of chicken, boxes, things like flour, rice, oil, all them kind of thing on them tray.
Maybe
And the
it's
boat goes,
because of the distance, Carl. Maybe the distance between Union Island and Carriacou is a shorter distance than that of Union Island and St. Vincent. It could be
but
that.
but then I ask the objective question. I ask that same question. They say the thing on them cheaper down in Carriacou. I ask that question. I say, well, man, they say up here nice. It's like milk and honey. Why are you going down there? They say, but I think cheaper all are down there. Yeah, some oil and thing, what is 10 something down there, and up here is like 18 and $19 and thing. I only bring that up because those parallels was drawn in the election campaign and people
I'm
heard.
disappointed. I'm disappointed in people like yourself.
Why?
Let me finish. You think I just say that and just leave it open? No, don't think a little bit more of me. I'm disappointed in people like yourself, people who live on the islands of Carriacou and Petite Martinique, and others who have connections like that in Union Island. All of you I put in a barrel and I just roll you all down a hill because you all allowed this to happen. You all allowed untruths to be told and never said anything against it. And that is so sad. That in the aftermath now, yourself and I guess others will start, bringing these things to fore. Oh boy, what a shame.
But I don't think you don't listen. When we used to be on the program all the time, you didn't listen. You didn't used to listen to me all the time. For you to say that now.
It's okay. You could open your mouth and you could say that. That's all
I
right.
don't open my mouth. Like how they say the hand side, they could go back in the record and listen and they go hear I mention that I not only today. I only get a better appreciation now because I go around and think. I even went to the supermarket yesterday and thing like the box of cornflakes where it's like 20 something when buyers down there each other kind of thing. The week I came up here.
Do you have go on.
The short time I came up here before, I didn't really go about it. My mission was a different type.
Okay.
But
is there a hospital in Union Island?
But I'm not sure about that, I could find that out. Because even when I reach up here, the airport wasn't working because they say the fire truck was down. I don't trying to belittle any place, but I'm just trying to draw the parallels so people should understand. Like when we think down and then that whole narrative about Petite Martinique, Carriacou and Grenada. Because when a question was asked, they say because those places have been neglected for a very long time. But looking at those places and the same set of people drawing parallel with St. Vincent and the Grenadines and saying no whatsoever. But cost of living in the both jurisdiction is chalk and cheese. It's not like near.
Well, I've just been told that one of my WhatsAppiers here, who is from Carriacou, is telling me, one is telling me that the people of Union Island put a lot of money into the Carriacou economy because of the shopping.
That's true.
Yeah, and then another one is telling me that they in the area where you at, this guy is telling me that they have a clinic, there's a hospital, but it is not very well equipped. So please don't have to go to the hospital, please, Carl. Right?
No, because remember in my first communique with you, I told you we was monitoring a particular situation and needs to be we have to come back down.
Okay.
Because if somebody who up here for 40 odd years advocating if something is not right, we have to go back down. You have to understand the situation. And maybe, yeah, my connection to up here, I could have do a little more digging at the time, but I don't want to Monday morning quarterback. So giving me the leagues the year, I have a part to it in it to take, and I would not abscond from it.
Watch me. Thank you.
No. Well, you know me, Andre, from you know me. When
Thank you.
what it is what it is. I don't try to pretend no grandstand on things. And when it falls, it falls.
Someone wants to know if you are really in Union Island. Should I tell them yes? Or should I tell them the truth? Or should I tell them the truth?
Tell them the truth.
The truth is, Carl is in Union Island. That is correct. That is the truth. Carl
But
is
if they've been looking at my Facebook page in recent times, some of the product which I came up here, one of the things I came up here to do is the CMOS, and they would see a quantum of CMOS ready, so they would know you do all that in Grenada, you do a place in Grenada.
What you mean you do all that in Grenada? You can say you do a CMOS in Grenada, Carl. No.
He have CMOS in Grenada, but having over 400 pounds CMOS ready right now, few places in Grenada have.
Well, you turn again. You go from none to a few. You must make your defining statement, your first statement.
But the only constant in life is change, Andre, now. So stop that.
No, but you changing. You worse than which is the creature
Whatever.
that changes it. I'm on gay none, boy.
Nah, so but up here is a prime area for CMOS, eh? I guess the prevailing conditions and so forth. Well, actually, maybe about 10 a.m. or 10:30 there, but just waiting on the tides to go down. I'll be out on a CMOS farm.
Can you swim?
A little bit.
They know a little bit when it comes to swimming, Carl. Is it that you could swim or you can't swim?
But my being up here and dealing with that business, I will improve.
I did not ask you that. Can you swim, yes or no?
Starting from zero, you got nothing to lose.
I can't swim. Oh my God. Look at that. Mr. Belfort?
I'm not the only person on creation that can swim.
Okay, but you're going in the sea today. You're going in the ocean today. But where do you have to where do you do this harvesting? How's it done? You just walk and pick it up or something?
Nah, the farms you plant the product, you plant it on ropes. So when you harvest, you go between the ropes and you harvest what is there.
You break it off or you just take it all off?
Yeah, you break it off.
So when the portion that you would leave back, that would be plants again?
Yeah, plants. So then you have to go back and replant the thing.
Why would you have to replant it when you leave it right? You would have left it right there.
No, you leave enough to reseed and replant. So you when you replant it, you kind of direct how it grows. But it's a learning process for me to also the replanting, the cleaning of the lines and the harvesting and so forth. Okay. Training day.
So you would have harvested any as yet? Or what happened? Because I saw on your social media you put some what looked like dried already.
Yeah, when I was up here last, some harvesting was done. And those were what has been processed. Because the process after you have it, you have to get it processed. And you have the gold, you could process it to become gold, you could process it to become purple, and then you could grow the green type. So it's 3 types basically.
So the purple type is not one that you grow? No?
Yeah, but it's based on how you process it after harvesting, determine whether it stays purple or turn gold.
So how do you process it? What do you do? Do you know?
No, I'm not too au fait with the processing part, so that is what I want to learn
Okay.
right now.
Okay. And how much is a pound? Because you never know, people might be listening or viewing, and one day they know that they can reach out to you and
Well,
make a purchase. How much is a pound?
there's 2 ways of selling. You buy
Mm-hmm.
in bulk, it might be 30, 35 thereabouts a pound. But if you're buying a little bit, maybe 2 pound, 1 pound is like $40 a pound.
So what is considered to be bulk? 10 and 20 pounds? Or more than
50
that?
pounds, 100 pounds,
Oh, that's bulk.
500 pounds,
That's bulk. That's bulk
1,000
out there.
pounds. Yeah. If you buy in bulk, the bigger the bulk you get, the negotiated price is what might be a particular way. But it comes down to negotiation again. You know. Ballpark out 30, 35. But negotiation could get you somewhere,
So let's negotiate.
including freight and so forth.
Let's negotiate.
We have already negotiated, me and you. It's just a matter of you have to collect your stuff.
So the fact that you told me I'll get it free, that stands?
You want to put me on pressure on the radio? I don't go down that road now.
But no, you said we have already negotiated.
Yeah, but I don't go down that road on radio with you. What has had to happen with you is between me and you, not for the radio. Don't try to put me in no bind. Don't send me down no gully.
No, I'm not sending you down.
I go sweep on the cover boundary. Yeah, but it's an exciting endeavor for me, Dre. I look forward to it with some form of anticipation and the adrenaline start pumping.
Why is your friend Zico trying to belittle you?
Why? I've already.
Let me read what Zico said. Carl, I was astonished when I hear you say you was out of the mainland. Also, Andre seems to be astonished. You did not tell Andre that you were leaving. That's one that Zico, and Zico again. Andre, Carl did not grow up by the sea or close to the beach. He's up in the mountain, Top Hill and Mount Rose. Why is he trying to pull you down like that? That's your friend. That's Zico.
Yeah, but it's a fact I didn't grow up by the sea, but he forgetting. My formative years was in a place named Bay Road in Corn, France, close to the sea. He didn't know that.
Okay.
Tell him to go down in Bay Road in Corn, France and measure the distance to the sea. And then he go understand.
Dr. Mitchell yesterday was sworn in as leader of the opposition. It is not the first time, Carl, that he's been sworn in as leader of the opposition. I got your friend Fluffy on the line. I don't know if you'll be able to hear him. I hope you are able to hear him. Let me see if I could link him up for you. And here we go. Oh, no, I will not be able to. Hello? Let me see. Good morning.
Morning, Andre.
Yeah, Carl, are you hearing him?
Yeah, I hear him, Fluffy.
All right. Yes,
Carl, take Carl on this up some 205 and yes. You okay?
You heard that, Carl?
Yeah, you could always send it up.
But how you gonna send? Oh, hold on. Let's not have this thing echoing. I don't know why it is. Fluffy, are you there? Okay, great.
Because I'm not hearing Carl, so forget about Carl now.
All right, let me tell you what he said. He said, yes, you could send it up by the Osprey.
All right, and tell him be careful because I don't want him to take his soul up there. Be careful.
Carl, the man said he'll take soul in you, and I don't be careful.
All right, buddy.
All right, take care. All right, good.
Yeah,
So,
I looked at the swearing in. But Dr. Mitchell said something yesterday, two things. I was happy that he said at the next convention, the NNP should look forward to new leadership. And he did not say a new leader, but leadership, which is important going forward. And even with the issue with the teachers and the payment, maybe I was not totally in 100% agreement with Dr. Mitchell when it occurred, but listening, Dr. Mitchell answered that question yesterday. You know, I found a renewed respect for the man. You know, he stood by his guns and say, I believe the teacher didn't work. You know, a lot of people would have tried to mourn the man in quarterback because they lose and say, oh, looking at it in hindsight, we should have do it. I gained a newfound respect for him yesterday by sticking to his guns. You know, a lot of people that try to go and come and pussyfoot the thing and say, oh, boy, if I did do that. Nah, I believe it didn't work, so I appreciate that. So for me, my takeaway yesterday in his utterances was at the next convention, there will be new leadership and not necessarily a new leader. That is instructive to hear. And that.
so
But he was looking dapper.
for the ordinary man, new leadership, new leader.
No,
Explain.
new leader would try to depict one person. New leadership is a team, a co. Leadership is about a co, a body. Persons capable of taking the party forward because there's a lot of things to be done going forward. And you don't want to stuck in a rut that one person seems like John the Baptist in the wilderness crying out. But the leadership would be the leadership. And fortunately, we have among the NNP, we have a lot of would-be persons who are quite capable of being part of that leadership going forward.
You know, Carl, I've always thought, yeah, that one of the things I would like to see is is it possible? Let me rephrase. Is it possible to have an executive body controlling the party and then have the 15 candidates who are separate and apart from that executive body that runs the party? Do you think that's a good thing?
Yes, I somewhat agree, but because the executive body would be the one to ratify any candidate.
Yes.
And
you could not get to being a candidate without being vetted, whatever, by the executive.
Yes.
But I'm saying this, Carl, because I believe that the candidate has so much already on his or her plate. So the candidate still being the chairman of the party, maybe a recording secretary in the party, maybe the person responsible for labor within the party, and all those things. That plus work out in the field for the candidate. I think that could be rather taxing, especially in these modern times.
It could be too heavy for some people too.
Yeah. Some people will be excellent candidates, Carl. Excellent candidates. And they can win the election. They can, with the help of the permanent secretary, they can run a ministry and make sure that things happen in the ministry. But in terms of the party, they may not be that person to do the party work.
No.
If you're able to separate it, then what you can do is the party can continue to work in the constituency. continue to do work in the constituent, and when it is necessary, they bring in the candidate and say, okay, fine, we need you for 2 days, for 3 days, whatever here, to do this for us. And then the candidate goes back to doing that work again for government.
Yes, I totally agree. And what you would find happening, structures at the constituency level ought to be of such that a lot of the heavy lifting should not really fall solely on the shoulders of the candidate. It would allow the candidate, whether in or out of government, to have that breathing space. However, knowing there are times when called upon, they have to be available for the task ahead. Case in point, whenever the election season or process comes, you as a candidate know that more is required of you in terms of being out there. But at the same time, you need to have structures in place. Like case in point, the constituency branch in a particular way might have a function or have something, and they would need that candidate to meet with some people. They should be the one to say, okay, candidate, here's what. You need to come to Malmont, or you need to come to XYZ to do that. Because remember, politics, even what we want to think is still grassroots, say Andre, and candidates also recognize that politics is grassroots. Politics is a lot about perception. Politics is what person believe you would do for them. So you don't want to bog down yourself with being, like as you say, the chairperson of the party or others. You have to be free enough to able to cultivate your grassroots support, your ground support and others. And there should not be an excuse that I cannot go and do it because I have an executive meeting today. So you rightly put it in perspective.
So maybe that might be a good way to people like yourself who are close to the executive of the party to start promoting something like this.
Yes.
I thought you weren't going to answer in the affirmative. You took so very long.
No. You're not telling me how I should answer.
No,
Andre,
I'm not telling you how you should.
Andre, let me tell you something. In terms of the new national party, I would do what it takes within the confines of the law for the enhancement of the party. And I stand resolute. The election result has not dampened or tempered my need to be that. And when the party song has been played and the party say you fight with all my might, I didn't just say that to sound good or people to hear I could see. I meant it. And even being here, I would not cease to keep in contact with the people. I consider myself at this stage an old man, but I still have the adrenaline of a rookie. So I would do what is necessary. And should my means afford me, I would do what it takes.
By your utterance, I'm getting the inclination that you will be off island for a period, yeah?
Yeah, I will be off island for a period, but as I told you initially, needs be, I'm just a stone throw away.
No, I swim. Don't say stone. I swim.
Yeah. Robbie King.
I know you can't. I know you can't.
They call you Mr. Robert?
No, but it's a fact. You can't.
Why, you beating up on your partner this morning, boy? Andre Donald.
Yes, sir.
You could swim?
No.
All right. Well, that's why you're laughing me so. Say if they rescue in Guizon, you can't come back?
Let me put, you mean on the island, Griza?
Yeah,
On the rock? They leave me
yeah,
there?
yeah. And I tell you
Well,
find your way home.
that is easy.
Okay.
That is very easy to find my way home.
All right.
I just build a home right there. What I'm fighting? What I'm fighting to do? I just build a home right there.
Right there you
And
stay?
yeah, and home there right there. It have goats. Listen, it have goats, and where
Yeah.
there's goat, where there are goats, it must be things to eat.
Yeah, Rami, yeah, booby, all kind of thing.
So there you go. You understand? You just make your home. So find my way home is make my home here. I ain't got
What
to
is it?
fight to do that.
What is the percentage of Grenadian that cannot swim?
About 75%.
So we in the 75.
Yeah. the thing is,
Yeah.
it might be nice one day because I'm going to start a program where I'll be speaking to VIPs, as I say, and honestly speaking. That might be the name for it, honestly speaking.
Yeah.
So in view of the fact that I'll interview somebody like PM Deacon Mitchell, and I ask the question, Prime Minister, can you swim?
Yeah.
It'd be nice to hear his answer. And imagine if I was to get the audience with leader of the opposition, Keith Mitchell, and says, but Dr. Mitchell, can you swim?
That's a nice question.
That would be the bomb question, And when you go on to people who are important VIPs, and you ask them the question, the main question should be, can you swim? And the name of the program is Honestly Speaking.
And anytime I interview in Delma Thomas, ask her a question.
Of course, she will be asked the question. Carl, you see that question? That question will be in every single interview. Can you swim? Imagine. I honestly don't believe that the deputy commissioners, I don't believe they could swim. I'm not too sure about Edwin. Edwin is a guy that I see on the beach regular, so he probably could swim. But I wonder if Taff and so could swim. And check it. Here's a big one, Carl. Look at those guys. We just had a second and a third in the bodybuilding thing somewhere up the road. We just had a second and third. Jones here from Satyrs and another gentleman, second and third respectively, wherever. But ask those two and ask, what's his name? Damien?
Yeah.
That same question. I bet they can. Jones might be able to swim because where he come from there. Might, yeah? But I bet that all them fancy fellas with them kind of muscles and all kind of thing what they up here call and they are way they short big so I bet they can't swim. What do you think?
All right, Andre.
Somebody saying Carlos study Andre when he used to live in Fontenoy, he always on the sand. I mean I could swim. In Fontenoy, Carl, in Fontenoy, because of my height.
That's why he was on the sand.
But no, but I could walk out to reach the tanker because of my height. Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl, we have a call online. Good morning.
Good morning. Will you call alone, please? Mr. Donald?
Good morning to you, Stan. You're taking for Carl this morning? Stan.
Call alone, please. Yes,
Stan,
I can swim.
Stan, can you swim?
I can swim, of course. I used to, we used to go, there's a place we used to say, we're going to see happy, right? You're swimming out until you see, I think, the roof of a house up in Bel Air or wherever they call the place. You call it happy, right? So that was the in thing for young people who go to the beach almost every day. So I remember going inside happy. I went once and I never went back because it's a long swim to get there. And
And you cannot walk back. Eh?
You can't walk back. So I tell myself, if you see me in this thing,
Never.
I ain't going. No, even nowadays, Andre, I go. The beach I enjoy going to is BBC,
Mm-hmm.
and I do not go beyond where the water is reaching my shoulder. Although I can swim, I'll swim up and down that side.
Yeah.
Where I could stand there.
Parallel.
I'm going. Listen, the chances that I used to take when I was young, I ain't taking it these days. Right? And I can't float. I try every time I try it, I'm going down like a stone. I don't know how to float. I don't know how to float. But yes, I can swim.
Okay.
Right? So we would have. I think there's some classes for children who want to learn to swim. I'd love to see you on the beach with some 5-year and 6-year-old who learning to swim. I'd love to see that. But it's good. It's good to be able to swim.
It's
You
good.
know,
But it
yes,
is something that is interesting, Carl. Because I'm not Carl Stan. Because what we find, I think one of the banks or an insurance company or whatever, they invest in summer classes or whatever in relation to youngsters learning to swim or people learning to swim for that matter. And it is something that two things here. I don't believe that they promote it enough. I don't believe that they do. And I don't believe that people realize that, hey, we need to take advantage of these things. And especially in Sateas here, where you have the breakwater now, so it's a nice place to learn because it's kind of quote unquote safe in terms of, where you are. Now, being able to swim is an asset. And if you live on any Caribbean island, you should be able to swim.
When the way we learn to swim, the bigger boys would take us on the show and throw us in the water.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I learned to swim. Nobody said stretch your hands out with your feet. I was thrown into the water. Some can drown, some can drown, some can drown, and then you're forced to do a couple of things, and then next time you go there, you pick up, because I don't know if it's a breaststroke or what stroke I'm doing. I can keep my body above the water by using my hands and my feet. Right? So, yes.
I tell you one more thing on the swimming, and this is something that I don't believe even our Caribbean leaders have come to realize. If we were to pay 10% more on people and people learning to swim, we would have had medals at the highest level, more medals at the highest level. Let me put it that way.
But you know what baffles me, Andre? The swimming competitions they have, the people who go and get medals are not from Guam. I thought that the best swimmers would have been from Guam. But it's those guys who have swimming pools. Their children go to learn to swim. And they go and excel in competition.
That is professional swimming, eh?
Well, listen,
it's different.
I know that, as I said, the breaststroke and so on. But once you're able to keep yourself above the water, what you have to be trained now. You have
to be trained.
Yes, you have to be trained. But it's like, you have the basics. You know about floating. You know how to stay above the water. Now it's how you do your hand, how you turn your head, how you slant your body, those kind of things. But it's amazing that you don't find any of those professional swimmers coming from the places where you would think that swimmers should come from.
Don't worry, you will have another professional swimmer coming from St. Patrick very soon, maybe 2. We like that.
Okay.
We're good at adapting.
Okay.
Finally, before you go this morning, Stan, I want to ask you a question that I did ask Carl earlier on. Were you able to view or listen to the leader of the opposition yesterday, and what did you think of the whole thing?
I was sitting there.
Oh, you were there. Okay, so tell us, what do you think about the whole thing?
I think it was a good. I was pleasantly surprised at the numbers. I turned around and saw it was a full house. I think he has basically energize those who are there. And I think the fuel the fuel that was lighted there is going to be taken from there to the different places. I anticipate that the phrase that NNP performs best in opposition would be realized again, and it's true. Organizational wise, when the party is in opposition, the arms of the party just come alive. The, 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 the problem is that when it does and the party wins, it just left to government work, and party work is not done. But from what I saw yesterday, I think he has signaled again. This time he has narrowed it down to where he has given the event where he'll step aside. That's the convention. So as far as the party is concerned, Andre, whether people want to accept it or not, but the New National Party is a formidable party. I mean, I just did some rough analysis, and I said to people, had Oliver won maybe 1,000 more votes and Cox a couple more, you would have seen that the NNP would have had the popular votes, even if they're in opposition. Because 2,700 more NNP had. If you add, in fact, somebody gave me some numbers and told me that the other candidates, the among they lost by is about 543 votes, right? The big ones were in St. David and St. George South. But I'm saying, when you add those two, this is what makes up more than maybe 90% of the 2,700. In fact, two of them are more than the 2,700 that we lost by. I don't know if you follow what I'm saying.
I haven't done my numbers as yet.
Yeah, so you know, on a popularity on a national level, I think the NNP won on a national level, but it's first past the post. At the end of the day,
NNP did not win, Stan. Stop it.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. On a national level, as far as the popular votes are concerned,
no, they did not.
Save and accept the two large
They did not. They lost.
Well, yeah, they lost the election.
No, they lost. They lost the popular vote. They lost.
Yeah, by 2,700. I mean,
yes, they lost it. That's it, and that's the final WRD on that. They lost it.
They lost that. But I think what the party members are taking heart in is that there is still a level of popularity. The party still has a very strong base. In fact, Wickham said that himself. So it's a matter of building from your base.
Why are we basing anything on Wickham? The guy's a fraud.
I don't know. I can't say that.
I'm saying it.
You see,
you didn't realize I never interviewed the guy? The guy's a fraud. The guy did not know what was going on in Grenada. And Grenada is a very particular, a very kind of place. You could have, please, give me a break.
My philosophy is that polls are good, but the numbers from the people are better. And that I've always said that. I would not go to bed with polls. I'm saying, well, I'm safe. I don't do that. I think the numbers on the ground with the regular man is more important. The polls give you a general idea. What the other gentleman was saying is that he did his polls, but the data doesn't belong to him, so he can't make it public. You know, because he's saying things now that you'll say, had we known something else would have taken place, but he reports to who employs him, and they do with what they do with the data, whatever they want to do. But that being said, we are where we are, and I think it's just a matter of re-energizing and building from the party groups up. That is the solution.
Okay. I hear you, bro. I hear you loud and
clear. Carl, don't bother with Andre. I hear you going in Caracol. You say where you're going. Say you could swim to get to. I'm saying Caracol. So I hope I didn't let the cat out of the bag.
Hold on. What are you saying, Carl?
Is Stan hearing me?
Ask him.
Stan.
I'm not hearing Carl. I'm not hearing him.
You're not hearing him. And
No,
if I was to cause you to hear him, I'm trying to figure out where you called in. you would have called in on the landline, right, Carl? Right, Stan? Stan?
On the
Yeah,
line. Yeah.
you're on the landline. So you are hearing him, right?
I'm not hearing him. I'm hearing you. Before I called, I was hearing him. When I call, I'm hearing only you. So
That's interesting.
I can exit the call and I'll hear him.
Yeah, you'll hear you'll hear what he has to say. Bye bye.
Okay then.
All right, good. Carl, what do you have to tell Stan? He's listening.
The rally in the car park in Queen's Park, I drew Stan attention to a particular song. I've never been this homesick before. I just wanted to ask him if he remember what I said, the comment I made when I drew that to his attention. I've never felt this homesick before. That was the song I was playing at the time. No, Stan brought up some interesting points there, Andre.
You only have a couple of minutes because I have a meeting to go to. So go on.
Well, we
no, you go ahead.
No,
you go ahead. You go ahead.
In terms of numbers, and numbers don't lie. Whether it falls for you or against you, it doesn't lie. And I said to Stan on that particular time, whenever there's a government that is doing good and the candidates have such a challenge, something don't add up, and the numbers does not add up. What we have to do as an organization, we are accustomed, that is not first time we be in opposition. And as Stan say, when we in opposition, something does happen, we just get energized. So we just have to understand what needs to be done. And one thing I don't want us to go about $100 and to do is to say $100 cause that, or Stan or cause that, or Master Color cause that. That shouldn't be part of we narrative going forward.
We have a caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Andre. Good morning, Brother Carl Keaton. Good morning to all your listeners. As usual, it is always very interesting to listen to your program. I want to commend you for continuing with some level of impartiality, some level, and the operative word is some. I heard you and Brother Carl Keaton on the cricket. I can't contribute to that much. I watch it occasionally, and I enjoyed it when the UK team came to Grenada. But I'm not one of the experts on that. I just want to make one comment that yesterday the political leaders were sworn in, and his delivery after the signing in and the swearing in, I thought it was very pertinent, very relevant. And I just want to say that there's a difference between passion and anger. I heard passion in his voice, and that is not new. He has always been passionate about what he believes in. And if you're not passionate, you may not reach the desired goals that you have in your heart. So I want to compliment him. He has said that he will go up to the next convention, and I think it's appropriate, given where we are and where we would want to go. I believe that his contribution is still relevant, and he has promised the nation that this is what he will do. He has promised the party at different levels that this is what he will do, and I believe that he would honor that in the time as he has indicated. So I think, just as he said he would give the government a chance, the new government, you have to give them a chance to find their feet, because every one of us would flounder when we're new into something. You can't flounder for too long because you have a nation to serve and to move forward, as they said. But at the same time, we cannot sleep. We have to do what we have to do, and I think this is the light in which I picked it up. And early on, Brother Carl Keaton said, I said one, I had to say a second one. He spoke about some anger in the nation. I think we have to look for healing. Some of my supporters are feeling the brunt of it. They walk the streets and they get some nasty comments. And I just want to say, look, the NDC has won. They are in government. They have a job to do. And whatever we can do to support as a nation and as citizens, let us do just that. And let us forget the personalities and let us forget the attack. It wouldn't change anything. Those who are solidly behind NNP, they are solidly behind NNP. But don't try to make their lives miserable. And likewise, our side should not do the same, meet out the same kind of, how shall I say it, attitude towards others. We are all Grenadians. And whatever good comes to this country, we will hopefully all benefit. But whatever bad comes, we will also receive the brunt of it. So I just want to say, let us move forward. Who has won, and who has lost with NNP? We got work to do. Let us do our work. Thank you.
MP, before you go, I am forced to ask you this one, and that is because of the utterances of your leader yesterday. I'm asking you this question. He, as you started your comments this morning, he indicated that by next election we'll be seeing new leaders. Do you have anything that you would want to say to your constituents at this time as it relates to your service?
Well, let's put it that way. I've already said it. I have said it on my platform that this is my last term. I believe I've served my party and my country well, and my constituency. And I've been given another term. I intend to make the most of it, even with the, how shall I say it, difficulties, for want of a better word, or the obstacles that would obviously be there. That is the norm. And I'm not throwing aspersions on anyone, but that is what happens. And so I will be severely challenged, I expect, to do anything in this constituency, but it is my duty. And I believe that there are still things that can be done, notwithstanding the present situation. But I've already made my situation very clear. That would not interfere with the fervor with which I will go forward. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, MP.
And I just want to take this opportunity to congratulate all of those who are graduating from the Bonnet Government School today. And that's why I was making it short. I have to run. They have a graduation at 10 o'clock. And a number of our students would have done well. So I want to commend those who are moving forward in that regard. And let's see what the next school year holds for us.
All right, thank you very much, MP. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
All right, good. Carl, I guess we couldn't have plugged that question there because she has to run off to engagement for 10 o'clock.
The swim question I want to ask her.
Oh, no. We'll get the time to ask her that. We'll get the time to ask her that. Don't worry. Carl, look at it this way. This is turning out to be very interesting. Dr. Mitchell has indicated this is it, and he's saying that we will have new leadership at the next convention, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Ms. Modeste, she has indicated this is it for me.
Yeah.
Right? Do you think that this could also be it for Peter David?
Wow. Honestly, no. You want to know why I say no? Right?
I'm listening to you.
Devil's advocate, should the leader fall in his lap, he would be duty bound to cause the next crop to come forward. So at least he has to be around for a term and a bit. If that is my thinking. But if leadership does not fall in his lap, this could be his last.
But leadership does not fall in anybody's lap. Many years ago, it did not fall in Keith Mitchell's lap. He had to fight for it.
At the next
So this
convention,
this thing about leadership, I think it's already wrong to put it that way. Should leadership fall in his lap? Leadership cannot fall
at
in
the next
anybody's lap.
convention,
Uh-huh.
should the NNP find favor with him, it would mean should if the NNP has find favor with him and he accepts, he'll have to tarry a bit longer. But if not, I think that could be his last also.
There's a lot of ifs in there, ain't it, brother?
Yeah, well, I'm not God, I'm not in the ancient of days, so I have to see how it unfolds. What about?
I'm just wondering. You know, should the
You know,
leadership go? Go ahead.
Basdeo Pandey, in terms of political speaking, one time he said politics has a morality of its own. But one time he also says in politics there are what you call paradigm shifts. There are certain times when there's a paradigm shift that he has to have a shift. And maybe the NNP is at that particular crossroad. New
Okay.
leaders would emerge to take the party forward and the country by extension. So that has to happen. The party has to reinvigorate, reacquaint itself with the people or the populace. There are a lot of young people coming around there in the next election cycle. There are a lot of persons that would be
I'm trying to
registered and so on.
I'm wondering here, why is it that you're saying Peter has to lead the new crop?
I said if there was a proviso, don't forget the proviso.
I'm listening.
I made a proviso. I say if that happens, that might affect the time he go. But for all intention and purposes, if it remains as easy, it could be his last term too. That's my view I'm giving. I have no knowledge outside of my view.
I didn't expect you to give me someone else's view.
But there are persons within the setup of the NNP quite capable of carrying on. So I have no fear where that is concerned.
Persons like whom?
We have some of the MPs. We have Kate Lewis. We have Emma. We have Cox and others. Those people don't have what it takes.
Okay. So you believe that in terms of youth and the structure and the amount of youth presently within the ranks of the new National Party, that they are capable going forward?
Yeah, and the good thing about any leadership group coming from the convention is that they have Dr. Mitchell with a wealth of experience and so on. You have Gregory Bowen and others, technocrats. You have a lot of persons they could rely on for meaningful assistance. So whoever ends up being in that group could rest assured you have enough persons to guide them until.
It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. Andre Donald, and joined by my good, did I say friend? No, friend is not a word that we'd use here. My acquaintance, who is now in off island, I dare say.
You really get me to acquaintance?
Yeah, I have to because of how I was treated. What?
Nah, I hear you. I mentioned Peter David, and I'll tell you why I made the proviso on order. During the revolutionary period, when there was this issue of joint leadership, Peter David was one of the voice of reasons that say, boy, let we don't be too radicalized and mash up the thing, and he didn't listen to Peter and the thing mash up. fast forward to NDC, he was one of the moderators who say, we have to be inclusive of everybody, and they didn't listen to him, and we know what happened. And he's around in the mix now. That is in that context I mention him. So when I speak here, it's not about just talking for toxic. He seems to be a man. Every time an organization, the Ready Revolution, was a crossroads, he was the one trying to be the voice of reason, and nobody listened to him. During the NDC time, he was that same voice of reason, and they failed to listen to him, and we see what happened. And he's around now, so I wonder what he's saying or what role he's prepared to play. That is why I said if and so on. That is why I put a proviso to my utterances.
And I say this to you, John the Baptist, this is where we will end this morning.
So we will pick up that on Wednesday.
Yes, John the Baptist.
But you going off to a meeting, or you say?
Yes, John the Baptist.
When you finish the meeting, allot me. You have something you want to run by. Off air.
By all means, John.
All right.
Yes, John. Take care.
Why I inherit this name, John? No.
John the Baptist.
What I did to on that.
You know the book very well. You know the book better than me.
So why tell me I'm crying out in the wilderness?
For
I am eating wild locusts and honey.
Yeah, for why are you in the wilderness? You
I don't know,
John the Baptist.
but you are there.
No. You went there on your own. On your own. Anyway, take care of yourself. God bless you.
Content.
And I'll catch you again tomorrow, God's will.
Yeah, but when you finish the meeting, allot me.
I will most definitely. John the Baptist.
What? Do you see? I don't like that name.
Why?
But I'm calculating a simple squaddy.
No. I believe that you deserve better than simple squaddy. I believe you deserve the John the Baptist one. Have a good one. Take care of yourself and God bless you. Bye now. This is Real 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Thank you so very much to all those who listened this morning. It was indeed a joy being with you. Catch you again on Political Wednesdays. And that will be tomorrow morning, God's willing. Stay with us. We've got news coming for you in a couple of ticks.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that